What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. We are back for match number 2 of this modern league. We're versing Zap here, and we lost the die roll. We're going to be on the draw. Hand's still looking pretty good, so I'm definitely going to keep, though. All we need is one land by our second turn, and we curve out into a really aggressive hand here. Looks like maybe we might be up against an Uro deck. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Find another Bogle. Okay, well, I guess we just get our Temple Garden here. No need to get the Hallowed Fountain just yet. I don't have any green or any blue auras in hand, so we'll just go for this one. Pass and see what our opponent does. So Island with no end step spell. Now he's playing out the Scalding Tarn. There's a chance it's a Blue Moon deck. Oh, we find the Razorverge Thicket as well. Alright, let's dangle an Ethereal Armor out there and see what happens. We've got 2 of them. If he counters 1, it's not the end of the world. As long as we sort of resolve the second spell, we should be in a pretty nice spot. Be nice to resolve the Force Negation, ditching Frantic Inventory. Okay, so is this like a taking turns deck? They're the sorts of decks that normally run these effects. I might just try and play around like a main deck Anger of the Gods or something with this Hyena Umbra here, see what our opponent's response is. Nothing. So there's a good chance they're going to do like an Omen of the Sea here or end step. Also, there's potential that they have a Snapcaster Mage. They just go for the Triome. So, I mean, Snapcaster Mage is not very common at the moment, but there's still potential that it shows up, right? Especially in some sort of a Jeskai brew here. Narset, sure. So we can kill the Narset here, Shark Typhoon. Alright, well, resolving Rancor is going to be pretty useful, pretty necessary. We find the Curious Obsession, no blue mana. Let's cast the Ethereal Armor. If this gets countered by like a Force Negation, then okay. I think we just race and ignore Narset. Maybe that's wrong. We sort of put them on a 2-turn clock. If we resolve Coronet, we just killed them. Let's go with that. Let's see what happens. The only problem is if they draw their Cryptic Command off the Narset minus, is my only real concern. Opponent conceded the game. Okay, well, they didn't find what they were looking for. We've still got the information that we're a blue deck hidden here, which is very nice. So cards that I sort of feel like might be decent. My Surgical Extractions, Teferi and Tails End seem pretty good. I don't think we want the Brazen Burrow. It's possible Stubborn Denial is actually very good as well. But those are a lot of cards to bring in. There's not much to take out. I think I am actually... I kind of want to take out Rancor because of Shark Typhoon, but at the same time... take out Rancor because of Ether Gust, but at the same time because of Shark Typhoon, I'm sort of incentivized not to. I think we can trim 1 Invisible Stalker. I don't think I want to go down to none. Maybe an Arcane Flight as well, but list-wise, other than that, it's looking pretty tight. Maybe we minus all our Arcane Flights and the 1 Stalker, 1 Staggering Insight. I think maybe 2 Surgical Extractions are sort of enough, and Tails End doesn't quite get there. So we're going to be taking out 1 Stalker, 3 Arcane Flight, 1 Staggering Insight, bringing in the double Stubborn Denial, the double Surgical, and the Teferi. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for daily Bogle content. Alright, so here we are for game number 2 here. This is definitely a keep. Opponent has also kept a 7. Potentially getting off this Curious Obsession would be absolutely huge. We still appear very much just like a green-white Bogle list, so I'm sure all this counter magic stuff might come as a surprise to my opponent. So you got Blood Moon. We find Teferi. It's a pretty interesting card to find. Let's lean on the Ethereal Armor here. He's got a counterspell like Mana Leak. He's likely to cast it there. He doesn't cast it. Let's get that Hallowed Fountain out. Curious Obsession time. Shit's getting real. Alright. Well, he's drawing a card. I guess he's looking for the Force of Negation. And we're just going to be getting in for 4 here. Drawing a card also. Always yes, always yield. Teferi in hand also to interact with our opponent. So if we fade a Blood Moon here, it would be good. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. It would just be nice to get that basic planes out. Alright, let's go ahead and attack for 4. Opponent has so far done nothing this turn. Just holding up mana, and 1 of each mana at that. Force Negation drawn. That's pretty spicy. Alright, I sort of feel like we want to hold on to this Teferi. So I'm just going to play out the Windswept Heath, pass the turn. If we need to play around Blood Moon, we can do that. So, opponent cast Frantic Inventory, draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of... So he can basically draw 3 cards here. That's a bit... Carded Advantage wise, it's like pretty strong. They're pretty far away from casting Cryptic Command because they don't have any blue mana up. If they had their Force of Vigor, they would have countered the Curious Obsession as well. I think we're pretty safe here, just going for the Force of Negation and just really destroying their tempo. Fortunately, we haven't found any extra auras this turn to be aggressive. Opponent playing Electrolyze to draw cards. Alright, I think countering the Frantic Inventory was reasonable there. Stubborn Denial as well. Okay, well, we'll start off with attacking. And then we're likely going to play Teferi, hold up Stubby D. Alright, so Teferi, we're actually just going to plus. The asymmetrical effect of playing at sorcery speeds means we can we can instant speed counter a spell of theirs with the Stubborn Denial, and they can't respond with anything. So opponent concedes the Teferi. Next turn, we can Hyena Umbra down. Maybe we Teferi minus to draw an extra card. Alright, so we weren't hitting any auras there, but we'd put them to 2. We'd have Force of Negation back up, although if we'd minus the Teferi, we wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, just solid game plan there. Fortunately, I mean, our opponent didn't do too much there, so it's probably not the best showcase of the deck. But a win is a win, and Modern is hostile, and we will definitely take it. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think down below. And yeah, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Cheers all.